Welcome to Everything Currency. This is a show where we talk about everything crypto and mo. I'm your host Jay, and today someone decided that they wanted to sell, and I told you guys not to sell yesterday. Man, what's wrong with y'all? The market took a crazy dip. Right now we see Bitcoin hit 30k and it started to recover, and right now it's sitting around 38k thousand. I want to talk to you guys about that and what I'm doing about these altcoins, because man, we've seen the Bitcoin dominance take back a whole bunch of gains. I want to talk to some people about why that actually happens. I know a couple people were asking me this morning, like, what the hell, like, why does everything follow Bitcoin in the first place? Like, how could this market crash like that in the first place? It's a scam, Jay. You got me into a scam. So I want to tell you guys all about that, because you know what, that's a newcomer mindset when you come into the market and all you know is up, and then you get your first big dip. And for the last couple of days I've been saying, man, shakeout happened. I think it might get a little worse. I don't know. How is this for a little worse? So looking at the Bitcoin chart right here, we seen Bitcoin came down to 29.9979, and it bounced back up pretty quick in this 1 hour candle. Now there's a bunch of news going on about why this stuff is happening. Some people are saying, hey, it's because of the China FUD. China is banning Bitcoin. Now China, watch my podcast with Roots that we did earlier today on his channel.
Well,
FUD dice, bro. FUD dice. Here we are. These were made in 2015. For everybody who's seen the price of Bitcoin in 2015, think about what this man is saying right now. These are the FUD dice that people made up and said, hey, these are the reasons why everybody's going to say Bitcoins fail. When you're looking at the news, roll them, and I guarantee you get a story. Energy waste is right here. Shout out to Crypto Roots. Always a good time when we get to go over there and podcast, go back and forth about our views on this market. It's always cool. But talked about the whole China FUD. Talked about the energy FUD, which always happens at this point. The FUD dice are still relevant, and if you don't know what the FUD dice are, they're these dice that have all of the FUD points about Bitcoin, and basically you can just roll them and get a narrative for the FUD that's going to come out in the bull run for Bitcoin. It's pretty funny. But yeah, going back to this chart though, we can see now Bitcoin dropped to 29k and then it bounced back up. Now it didn't get above my 42k level, and that kind of worried me a little bit, and right now it's still going down on this hourly chart. If I go to the 4-hour, we can see that all this happened very fast. Now the fact that this happened very fast to me just signals market manipulation. Now I wonder how many people got liquidated, but it just signals to me market manipulation. And people go, how could they manipulate the market like that? Well, it has to do with, in my opinion, like algorithmic trading, people using bots and stuff like that. And what these bots want to do is they just want to trickle stop losses on the exchanges. So if I can trickle enough stop losses on the exchanges, then what that does is that gets people out of Bitcoin. Now when that trickles down to altcoins, it's like people get stopped out of their altcoins into Bitcoin, and then Bitcoin starts dropping, then they get stopped out of Bitcoin into stable coins and stuff like that, which, it's a domino effect. Once these stop losses are hit, then those ones get hit, then those ones get hit. And it doesn't take as much money as people think to actually, have something like that actually happen to trigger these liquidations and stuff like that. So I don't necessarily think it was the China FUD, although that could be part of it. I know you guys are hearing about this 4chan rumor that's going around, so let's go ahead and talk about that. It's pretty interesting. Talked about conspiracy theories yesterday, and then we have a new one today. So right here, this guy says he's an insider, and he says if you're not LARPing off of this crap, he says pay attention, there will be another announcement from China soon. What? Another announcement from China soon? He said Bitcoin's gonna drop, and he said it's coming at a certain time, which it happened at that time, which is pretty crazy to me. He said first it will be a coordinated sell-off to drop prices below a certain threshold, to liquidate one certain stakeholder. Okay, once liquidated, the plan is to then buy up their reserves and essentially leave him bankrupt. erupt. It says, if you guys want to get rich, grab some coffee and watch the big dip. Once this happens, things are going to get green real fast. We project 70K. That is all. This guy was kind of spot on. What was crazy about, the timing of this message was that he said that it was going to happen around, 12. And that's when this big dip happened right here. That's when it started, around 12, a little bit before that. But around there is when this big dip happened. And then that dip got bought up super quick. So, hey, they might be trying to liquidate somebody. If we can do it to AMC and GMC with those stocks, with big amounts and stuff like that, then I'm pretty sure that they can get this going. Shout out to you guys. Had a sipping this Almanac Bear Bottle IPA. Let me know what you guys are sipping on. You need a beer after a day like today. So crazy things happening in this market. I've seen crazy things from 4chan actually pan out to be real before, and this one just seemed interesting to me because in another thing he comes back and then what he says here is that, hey, yo, I got the time wrong. He says push back to 1 p.m. UTC, expect 30K around 1 p.m. Now around 1 p.m. this thing bounced off 29K. So I don't know, let me know what you guys think about that. I've been on a little conspiracy theory hype lately, just having a little fun with those. But man, this thing is playing out crazy. So hopefully he's right. Whatever he's trying to do, hopefully he pushes the price back up to 70K, because that's what I need right now to start feeling better about this price. Now, when it comes to my precious altcoins, we have to take a look at the total too. Now, if I remove this little thing because it doesn't matter anymore, I'll leave that line in there, and I'm going to bring back up the pitchfork and we'll see where we are. So let's see, we might come down a little bit lower for the altcoins in my opinion, and the reason being is because not because of this chart, but it's actually because this chart. Now if you're in altcoins and this chart looks really bad to you, if you're in Bitcoin, then you like this chart a lot. But Bitcoin is spiking right now on the Bitcoin dominance. So what this is telling me is that, hey, look, right now, if Bitcoin has some type of recovery going on, or if it has something going on where it's going to push the prices of Bitcoin going up, we might have some scenario where the altcoins end up getting beat up against the price of Bitcoin, which, now that I think about it, from the contrarian point of view, like everybody on YouTube was saying, hey, get ready for the Bitcoin altcoin pairs to start going crazy. So if those don't start going crazy, that seems like more of what would happen if you're a contrarian, right? So yeah, I can see Bitcoin dominance spiking, and it might hold some of these levels, and if it does, then that might suck for some of the altcoins. So I would say just be ready for whatever happens, right? Like, you know what I'm gonna say, I always say be ready for whatever happens. Like when this price dipped right now, I told people to be ready, have stop losses in place just in case, because we never ever know, right? If anything you learned from last night, it was we do not ever know. There could be some billionaires who just want to liquidate each other at the expense of all of us. You know what I'm saying? So you never know. So this Bitcoin dominance chart is making me feel like, I gotta watch these altcoins. The next thing I'm gonna say is, of course, we don't know. So since we don't know, what if we saw some opportunities in some altcoins and said, hey, maybe we want to buy some dips because maybe we want to get more Bitcoin. If Bitcoin's going to 70K, maybe we want to try to get some more with some of these altcoins. Now, what altcoins actually recovered amazingly in this entire thing? And the main one that I was paying attention to, because I already wanted some, and that is Kusama, because I should have bought it at like $5 and I didn't. So Kusama is having Parachain auctions coming soon, which means that is huge demand for Kusama. So I suspect that some people who were watching the price of Kusama said, hey, this would be an excellent time to go ahead and pick up some at half of the price. Right now it's at $400, and it dipped to about $300 on this chart. Now when I go to the actual exchange chart of where I was looking at it at, which was on Kucoin. On Kucoin, Kusama dipped to around $200. So you could have made double your money on Kusama if you bought the dip on KSM, and that's because there's huge demand for this token. So to me, that is something that I noticed, and it made me feel like Kusama is on fire right now, because a lot of things in this market didn't recover as quick as this. A lot of things recovered pretty fast, but definitely not as quick as Kusama. And then when it comes to parachains and the whole parachain thing, because I believe that, hey, whether we're in a bull market or whether the new investors who just came in for the get rich quick start to dip and start to capitulate, I think parachain auctions are still going to be something that the crypto world, people like me, are going to be excited about. And that means DOT should have some demand. Now, $27 billion market cap, you decide if that's overvalued to you. Now, me myself, I'm already thinking, hey, some of these cryptos are reaching the valuation of some stocks. When that happens, I start to feel like they are a little bit overvalued in as of right now. But when this whole parachain thing happens, DOT was sitting at $40 yesterday, and right now it's at $27. So I think that's a pretty nice discount if you're looking at something to buy the dip with. And I talked about having money on the sidelines to buy the dip, just for your risk management strategy or whatever. And the last one that I want to talk about is also similar to this whole parachain thing, and that is Track. And I've been bullish on Track, been talking about Track. Track is a beast in my opinion. It went from, let me see, where did it dip down to? It dipped down to 30 cents and it got back up to 37 cents. So slight recovery in Track, but so hopefully they can get themselves a parachain. I know it still has to go through the auction and stuff like that, but look, we are excited to announce the latest OTRFC, the accelerated Polkadot integration with Origin Trail decentralized knowledge graph. So I am excited about that because, man, I've been bullish on Track for a while, and with these whole parachain things coming up, I see that I'm excited about Track because they're connected with some people at Parity, and or not connected, but they know some people at Parity. But I'm just excited about them in general. So let me know what you think about my whole Kusama Track things. I know Akala is another one in the parachain system that a lot of people are speculating on. There's a bunch of other ones. Kalen is also another one that I hope can have a good fight to get one of those things. But right now, it's still have a strategy for whichever this way this market is going to go. I know some people are talking about this is the end of the bull run. Hey, you know what? At the end of the day, nobody knew last time, nobody knew that it was the end of the bull run. Everybody was kind of speculating. There's like one or two people who got famous off of predicting it, but nobody was really saying, hey, it's the end of the bull run. So if it is the end of the bull run, then just be ready. For every coin that you hold, have a bottom that you're going to sell at, and hopefully that bottom for you is in profit. That's what I mean when I say have a stop loss. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it doesn't matter what happens with the rest of the world. For me, if Track goes below 21 cents, then I'm getting rid of it. So that's just something that I think everybody should do with their entire portfolio. Especially if you're holding more than 10 coins, then you definitely better have a hold on what's going on, because I guarantee you, if you're holding too many different coins right now, you're probably already losing some value and your portfolio starts to look stable. So like and subscribe, turn on post notifications. Let me know if you guys need anything from me. Check out the website, everythingcurrencycrypto.com. If you want to get in the Telegram group, check that out. I'm working on putting together something new for the group that I just thought of today, so I think that would be pretty cool. Coming soon. Till next time, peace.